All right, good morning. I'm just going to go through the homework from yesterday for the first hour since I'll be in a meeting. I just wanted to go through this. I will not make you watch this video again. Again, with Nearpod, you really got to take your time because I think people are skipping sections, and I think it's just you're clicking the blue arrows too fast, and it kind of skips over a part, so please be careful with that. Now, on this one, there was a mistake. Hopefully, I'll get this right. We'll start on the top left. Boiling. Example of boiling was this picture down here where water is changing from a liquid to a gas. This picture right here was ice melting, or the change from a solid to a liquid. Evaporation is a process where a liquid changes to a gas. Where is it? Liquid to a gas. Come on, Mr. Rainey. Liquid to a gas. Boom shakalaka. Now, condensation was the one where I had more than one answer, and I apologize for this. Condensation is also is not only gas to a liquid. Is that the right one? Oh, look at that, got it right. So condensation is where a gas changes to a liquid, kind of like moisture on a mirror in the bathroom when you take a shower. Condensation is also the water droplets that form on the bottles of water in on a warm day, which we don't have any more of those. All right, gas has no definite volume, and no definite shape. So the statement describes no definite volume or shape. It fills the container it's in. That's a gas. State of matter that describes that has a definite volume but not a definite shape. It takes the shape of its container. That's going to be a liquid. The process of going directly from a solid directly to a gas without becoming a liquid, that's dry ice. That process is called sublimation. All right, a solid is a material where the molecules are very close together. They do regularly move, but they are locked kind of in place. That way, that's what makes them a solid. A substance is a term we used very long ago to describe any element or compound. We call it a substance because it's the same throughout, whether it's carbon dioxide, which is a compound, or just gold, which is an element. They're both the same throughout. Density we calculated earlier on this year. It was the ratio of mass per unit of volume. And then, so the last one, a solution is where one substance is dissolved in another. Okay, when you had all that done, go ahead and continue. Okay, we had another matching activity. So products. The products are the materials that are made after a chemical reaction. These are the substances that are present after the chemical reaction has taken place. Those are the products, what was produced. When food breaks down into other materials or animals break down, that is all decomposing. We saw that the arrow in the chemical equation stands for yields. It shows a chemical reaction has taken place. The process in which one or more substances are changed into others. Well, that's the general term for a chemical reaction or a chemical change. Remember, those are pretty much interchangeable. No pun intended. All right, the reactants are those materials that were there before the reaction was taking place. Rusting is when iron combines with oxygen and creates iron oxide, which is another one known as rust. This describes a chemical that catches on fire and easily burns. That means that material is flammable. Enzymes, such as saliva or stomach acid, are those things that help to speed up a chemical reaction. So when you have a sucker or a lollipop or a Jolly Rancher or anything, your saliva is your spit is what's starting to break the material down. And finally, combustion is burning in the presence of oxygen, because everything has to have oxygen to burn. That's a fact. All right, continue along. Now, this is going to be weird because I've already done this a couple times, so it may start me off like halfway through the race. So I'll go back. It won't let me go back. Maybe it will. We'll see. Remember, you have to wait for this part. Yeah, sorry about. I've already done a lot of these questions. So if you got these right or wrong, you know if you got it right or wrong. Glass breaking is a physical change. Dig that funky music. Now we're in the race. Who's up here? So I'm just going to run through this to make sure you submit. Rusting nails, physical or chemical change. That's chemical because you're changing the steel or the iron into iron oxide. You changing the material that a nail is made out of, which is a chemical change. So I apologize if you missed the first ones, but you saw the right answer. Lighting a match is also a chemical change. You're changing the sulfur and the materials in the end of that matchstick into something else. You can't go back from that. Once you light a match, it's done. Cracking an egg. Cracking an egg is just a physical change. It's still an egg. Gaining ground. If I cook an egg, though, that is going to have it go through a chemical process. That's a chemical change. How many questions did I have? But that would be it. All right, well, congratulations if you're one of these top 3 people. Nice vest, by the way. Let it play out. Next arrow. And again, this is just a default screen. Don't start over. You're done. That is the homework. Hopefully you had that chance to get that done if Nearpod was cooperating. If you have any questions, please reach out to me during study hall. Otherwise, hope you have a wonderful day.